We're continuing in our summer fruit series with watermelon. Today we'll be making a watermelon and arugula salad with a chamoy vinaigrette. Come on, let's get started.
Todo queda sabroso.
A lot of people really don't know how to pick a good watermelon, so here's some tips for you.
One is the color. The watermelon should be a dark but dull green color. If it's shiny, it's probably unripened. Number two is webbing. Webbing refers to the brown, coarse, web-like lines on the watermelon. This is a result of good pollination. Number three is the yellow patch on the bottom of the watermelon, which indicates where it sat in the field as it ripened. And number four is weight. A ripe watermelon should feel heavier than it looks.
Okay, the first thing I like to do is I like to take a damp paper towel and just wipe the outside of the watermelon. Remember, these watermelons came in off the field, and so they might have residual dirt. And then make sure you have a sharp knife. And you can cut this either way, lengthwise or in half. I'm going to do in half. Just going to cut all the way through. Look at that. Okay, now we're going to peel the watermelon. Cut it into slices. Then we're going to cut them into chunks by cutting lengthwise one way and then the other way. Then we're going to place that in a bowl. Maybe one more piece. So I like crunchiness in a salad. And so we're gonna take these pepitas, better known as pumpkin seeds, and we're gonna roast them in the oven, flavored with Tajin. Then we're just going to drizzle a little olive oil, and then we're going to take that wonderful Tajin, which is that chili lime spice. And I do it liberally because I really want these pumpkin seeds to be coated, and that olive oil is going to help the spice stick to the pumpkin seeds. I'm going to spread that out, and I'm going to place this in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Okay, the last of the prep work is to make a vinaigrette made of chamoy. If you've never heard of chamoy, it's usually a great complement to fruit, but they use it in drinks. And it's made up of chili peppers, some fruits. It has a little saltiness, a little sweetness, and it's gonna make a perfect vinaigrette for our watermelon salad. Okay, so now we're going to make the chamoy vinaigrette. In a blender cup, we're going to add a cup of that chamoy. Beautiful color. To this, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of Dijon, juice of 1.5 limes, to this, I'm going to add some coriander. I like using the coriander spice. When it's ground fresh, it has this intense citrus note with a little nuttiness, which is going to pair perfectly with our salad. I'm going to add about a teaspoon, as well as like half a teaspoon of oregano, some fresh cracked black pepper, about a tablespoon of honey, and we're going to do about a half a cup of olive oil. Now notice I didn't add any salt because the chamoy has enough salt. Okay, then I'm gonna place the lid. Okay, then we're going to blend. Now you can adjust the flavorings. I added a little bit more honey, but you can leave it as is. If you want to add more lime juice, if you want to cut back on the lime juice, totally up to you. Okay, now we're ready to assemble our salad. I'm going to add some of the beautiful watermelon cubes. And now we're going to add some baby arugula, nice handful, maybe a couple handfuls. And notice I put the watermelon first because I didn't want the watermelon to weigh down the arugula. Now this is optional, but I like to add some thinly sliced red onion. Okay, then I'm gonna add the toasted pumpkin seeds, the pepitas, that have been flavored with that Tajin, but it's gonna add that beautiful crunch to the salad. Then we're gonna take our chamoy dressing. And here's something very important when you're dressing salads. Don't add too much, but when you're dressing the salad, just a couple tablespoons, maybe 3 or 4 tablespoons is more than enough. And then I'll just mix first the arugula so that the arugula is dressed. Incorporate that watermelon. Okay, here I have my serving platter. Okay, then I want to hit it with some queso fresco, some of those pepitas, last drizzle of that chamoy vinaigrette, and there you have it. Watermelon arugula salad with a chamoy vinaigrette. Sabroso.
Todo queda sabroso.